It's incredible how far we've come in 2 years for student energy. It's amazing to see that this idea has grown into a full-fledged movement.
When I think back to the days of us doing this in evenings and weekends and on the side of our desks, it's crazy to think now that we have staff and volunteers all over the world and a board, and we're an organization and we're doing what we dreamed we would always do.
I was involved with organizing the International Student Energy Summit that happened at UBC in 2011, and that was the tipping point for me. I wanted to work for student energy because they're having an impact, and that's really important to me.
I was completely enthralled by the idea that there is a movement of students around the world who want to learn about energy and want to make a difference in the industry, and that's why I was so excited to get involved with the movement.
2013 was just a monumental year for us. It showed growth in our staff, growth in the community, growth in the support that we're receiving, in funds that are coming in.
We went from 0 full-time staff on January 1st, 2013 to 4 full-time staff on January 1st, 2014. Our International Student Energy Summit blew all expectations out of the waters. We had students from 64 countries come. We had students from even more countries that wanted to attend. We were able to fund our energy literacy platform. We implemented plans to start our very first radio show.
It's incredible to see how much this organization has taken shape in just 1 year, and it gives me so much hope for where we're going in the future. The idea of this started with just a few people in university, and the fact that it's caught on and it's continued to grow just shows the need for it and why it's so important that we exist and we do what we do.
The work doesn't rest on the shoulders of the staff of this organization. It really rests with students all over the world. Every week we see students all across the world that are putting in 5, 10, 15, 20 hours some weeks on different tasks, and they're not being paid for it, and they're doing it because they genuinely believe that this organization needs to exist and this movement of young leaders needs to exist. And that's what motivates me to get up every day, is the fact that this is something that's being driven by a community and by students.
Where do you look when you want to learn more about energy? There aren't enough sources that present clear and concise information about the energy topics that affect every one of us every day. Student Energy is working to provide that platform, to be that trusted source.
Student Energy's 3 pillars are to educate, inspire, and unite students. And we think of this from the perspective that the more educated, the more inspired, and the more connected someone is, the more likely they are to pursue some sort of significant action to tackle our global energy issues.
What we're doing really matters, and I see that every single day. There's nothing more exciting to me than to see a student contributing a piece to our blog or expressing interest in helping us build content. When you see a student's eyes light up about being able to be part of a movement like this, that's what makes it worth it every day, and that's what verifies what we're doing really matters.
One of the things we hear from our students when they join our organization is that they feel a sense of belonging. They feel that this is an organization that has the same ideals and values and beliefs that they do. And this is one of the main reasons we created and started the idea of giving out movement cards to these students, because it's something that they can physically carry around with them that showcases that they belong to a movement that is pushing at the forefront of creating a sustainable energy future.
It's amazing to see people taking notice. In the past 18 months, I've been asked to speak all over Canada, all over the US, and globally at events like the Earth Summit and the UN COP conferences about the impact that we're having and the change that we're making. When world leaders like Ban Ki-moon and Rajendra Pachauri and Connie Hedegaard are mentioning us and recognizing the work that we do, it puts legitimacy to the fact that students matter and their voices need to be heard. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that there's power in numbers, and disparate voices don't make the same impact as a united voice. That's really why Student Energy exists, to give students a platform to have that united voice. Students want a part in their future. They want to be able to shape it and not just let it happen to them.